Former President Donald Trump attends the opening of his civil fraud trial in New York. And an alert about an important message heading to your cell phone. The Morning Rundown starts now.
From the Straight Arrow News Studio, bringing the stories that matter to you from across the United States and around the world. This is the Morning Rundown.
Today is Tuesday, October 3rd. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kara Rucker.
This is a continuation of the single greatest witch hunt of all time.
Former President Donald Trump spoke Monday outside a New York City courtroom as he attended the opening of his civil trial, where the state attorney general is seeking at least $250 million in fines and a ban on Trump from doing business in New York. Attorney General Letitia James is accusing the former president, his eldest sons, and his organization of deceiving banks and misstating his wealth for years. In opening remarks, lawyers for James said Trump had been lying year after year to get the company better loan rates. Trump's lawyers argued the financial statements in question are legitimate. In his remarks outside the courtroom, Trump called the trial a sham. When asked why he voluntarily attended the proceedings, this is how the Republican frontrunner for the 2024 presidential race responded.
Because I want to watch this witch hunt myself. I've been going through a witch hunt for years, but this is really now getting dirty between Jack Smith and between all of these DOJ people helping them along. This is a pure witch hunt for purposes of interfering with the elections of the United States of America. It's totally illegal.
Last week, the presiding judge ruled Trump had committed fraud in his business dealings. The former president, who is expected to testify in the trial, has denied any wrongdoing. As we mentioned yesterday on the Morning Rundown, Republican Representative Matt Gaetz said he would try to remove Kevin McCarthy from his position as Speaker of the House, and he's now taking the first step to do so. On Monday, Gaetz introduced a motion to vacate, and per House rules, it must be voted on by Wednesday. Gaetz has been critical of the Speaker's leadership, saying the final straw was McCarthy bringing a short-term stopgap funding bill to prevent a government shutdown to the floor, which had the support of more Democrats than Republicans. Needing a majority of votes, Gaetz said if his initial efforts fail, he would attempt to remove McCarthy again. If McCarthy were to be voted out, he would be the first Speaker to be removed from the position in this fashion. Texas Congressman Henry Cuellar was a victim of an armed carjacking on Monday night. According to a statement from Cuellar's office and news reports, the robbery happened around 9:30 p.m. near his residence in the Navy Yard area of Washington, D.C., as he was parking his car about a mile from the U.S. Capitol. His office said 3 armed suspects approached the congressman and stole his vehicle. He was unharmed. Cuellar's vehicle was recovered by police a short time later. There's no word on any arrests. The latest data from D.C. police shows there have been 750 carjackings so far this year. 70% of those incidents involved guns. Jury selection is set to begin in New York City today in the criminal trial of FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried, charged in what federal prosecutors call one of the biggest frauds in U.S. history. Prosecutors allege the 31-year-old crypto entrepreneur embezzled billions of dollars from thousands of FTX customers to fund his other enterprise, a crypto hedge fund, and defrauded the investors by covering up his scheme. Bankman-Fried has pleaded not guilty to all charges. With another trial scheduled to begin in March, he faces more than 100 years in federal prison if convicted on all counts. FTX, once valued at more than $30 billion, filed for bankruptcy last November. Bankman-Fried was arrested the following month at his apartment in the Bahamas. He is currently being held in a detention center in Brooklyn. Now we want to alert you about an upcoming alert so you won't be alarmed. Cell phones, televisions, and radios will be receiving an emergency alert tomorrow afternoon as part of a nationwide test conducted by FEMA and the Federal Communications Commission. Here's what you need to know. The test will occur Wednesday, October 4th at 2:20 p.m. Eastern. A text message sent to all cell phones that are on and within range of an active cell tower will read, "This is a test of the National Wireless Emergency Alert System." Phones will also receive a distinctive tone. Another test message lasting approximately 1 minute will be sent to all televisions and radios, saying in part, "This is a nationwide test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test. No action is required by the public." Officials say the test is to ensure the systems continue to be an effective means of warning the public about emergencies. Finally this morning, a story that may make your skin crawl. Paris is known as a tourist destination, but the French government is speaking out against some unwanted guests that have been on the rise lately: bedbugs. With just 10 months to go before the opening of the Summer Olympics, reports have been widespread of bugs being found in hotels, vacation rentals, movie theaters, and most recently on trains. France's transport minister says he is taking action to reassure and protect the public from the insect's growing numbers, announcing a meeting this week with several public transport operators. A report by the French Agency for Food, Environmental and Occupational Health and Safety said there are two main reasons behind the surge of bedbugs in the city: an increase in tourism and a greater resistance to insecticides. The deputy mayor of Paris is warning against hysteria over the issue, adding there is no threat to next summer's Olympic Games. These are your top stories for this Tuesday. Be sure to subscribe to our Morning Rundown podcast to listen to our show each weekday. And check out more of our work at san.com and on the Straight Arrow News app. Unbiased, straight facts, that's Straight Arrow News. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Until then, I'm Kara Rucker. Have a great day.